Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season number 5 playoffs. We are here with our last best of 3 of the night. It is going to be Boreal versus top 5. Thank you so much for joining us today here on twitch.tv/Dota 2 Canada Cup. It is the first day of 6.84, everybody, and I am super excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go. I'm raring. We're in the game already. It's going to be interesting to see how this does turn out. Thank you so much for joining us today. Of course, here on Dota 2 Canada Cup.
Witch Doctor.
Yeah, man, it's exciting. We went through the first game. I sounded like an idiot a lot of the time. It was only at the end of the game that Suns fan had decided to message me and say, "Mott, it's Lotus Orb, not Locust Orb," and I felt like a fool for the first time in my life. Actually, that's not true. I felt like a fool for about the umpteenth time in my life. So it was a bit rough on me. However, I got over it very quickly. I started playing some Metroid, and here we are. We're ready to go. Boreal versus top 5. I don't think really anybody would have expected these two teams to be going head-to-head in the playoffs, let alone, in the winner's bracket nonetheless. I guess, obviously, the only way you get to the loser's bracket is, of course, if you lose in the winner's bracket. So, Boreal versus top 5. This is something that's very interesting. Again, we're in the first day of 6.84. There's Lena. So Lena's still very good. Axe, I don't know if they nerfed him enough. They did nerf him pretty heavily, but I'll go through the changes to each and every hero if I have a second here. Zeus was changed a little bit, not much. I don't think. Thunder Gods, yeah, the Thunder Gods Wrath Vision is nerfed, but that's it. Still a good hero, though. Luna is picked up, which I think she was not touched or buffed. I'm not sure. Enchantress, obviously, with the impetus change, is very, 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 very good now. That goes through Magic Community. Spirit Breaker, let's see. What was changed with him? Empowering Haste cooldown from 16 to 12. Like, that's pretty good. It's not something you see too often. Witch Doctor, I think, was nerfed or not touched. It's going to be the latter. He wasn't touched at all. Queen of Pain we already talked about. Enchantress we already talked about. Let's see. Luna. So I'm going through all the heroes right now. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what was changed for each hero. Luna's base armor was increased by 1. Her eclipse per unit cap increased from 4 to 5, which is pretty nice. And then they added an improvement to the Aghanim Scepter, which is eclipse can be cast in an area within 2.5k range. Grants obstructing vision of that area. So I think it's targeted now, kind of. It's really weird. It's kind of interesting, but either way. So I feel as if both teams have good heroes. The only thing that's really changed so far is that Sniper, Jug, and Troll are just not being picked, really, at all. Like, everything else is kind of the same as it was before with the meta. Like, Spirit Breaker was starting to get picked a lot. Night Stalker, Zeus is still being picked a lot. Lena is still being picked a lot because she's still good. Axe is still being picked a significant amount. Enchantress now is starting to, like, Enchantress is, like, the only hero that you would have, like, Enchantress was an awful hero, like, last patch. Like, she was just terrible. Nobody picked her, like, ever. And for good reason. She wasn't great. It was like Chen or nobody. It's like Chen or Enigma in the jungle. But if you pick it at Enchantress in the jungle, you're insane. You're probably going to lose your game in 6.83. 6.84, Untouchable attack slow is pretty nice. They changed that. Enchant can now be cast on controlled units to refresh the enchant duration. So that's nice. So you could, like, keep casting it over and over again. Impetus, obviously, is pretty good. DK is somebody that is now pretty good in the mid lane for a number of reasons. I think this hero is probably going to see a lot more play, but DK picked up by Boreal. So for Dragonite, it's a lot of, obviously, Breathe Fire now also reduces base damage by 25, 30, 35% damage. For 8 seconds to anybody he hits with Breathe Fire. Corrosive Breath damage is now lethal, which is pretty nice. And then Elder Dragon's Forms splash attack damage percent radius from 100 to 200 to 250 to 150, 225, 300. So there's more range on that. So that is level 3 Elder Dragon form. So that doesn't matter until, like, level 16, which is a bit later in the game. But I think Breathe Fire makes him a strong laner mid, but he's not great against Lena because Lena's not really going for right clicks to get CS. She's trying to get kills and CS through her abilities, which is Dragon Slave and all that stuff. The same could be said to Zeus. So DK, I don't think is the best pick here for top 5. I'm not sure if it's really that great of a choice, but it's good because you can push down towers with that and an Enchantress. And all of a sudden you have a lot of tower presence that you don't really have on the side of Boreal until Luna gets up a couple of items like Manta Style and things of that nature. So the push is there for top 5. It's not quite there for Boreal early on in the game, which I think is how top 5 are going to accrue an advantage, is by just trying to knock down towers one by one. And maybe take team fights when they hit level 6 in the DK. So it's interesting. I prefer top 5's early game oriented lineup right now, but if Boreal can get to like 30 minutes into the game, they're going to win because they have a Luna. That's just how it goes. I don't care how strong this DK is. And they go for the greedy SK pickup here too. So they have good, they have a jungle, or this could be an offlane seeking actually. I'm not really 100% sure, but hold on a second. I got to add this overlay real quick as I forgot to do it last time around. So boom. Let's get this other one out of here. Boom. And we're in. So, yeah. Wow, they really found out how to add some stuff. Guys, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm not going to try to push it into making these games fast, but we need to make sure that we're not just going AFK to go to the bathroom or anything. Let's not do that. Let's be ready to go. It's a best of 3 series. Come now. It's time to play some Dota. So, like I said, I like top 5's lineup early on, but I feel as though Boreal can easily take the series without any real trouble whatsoever. Or this game, I should say. Just if this game goes late enough. I don't know if even Luna needs that much farm, honestly. And does any other, like, early game item help out that much? For, like, is there anything like any of these heroes might go for earlier now, or like the newer items? Well, I think KVH, if he gets enough farm, could probably go for an Octarine core, but I think he's a support Zeus, I'm pretty sure. Jeppins is gonna head top. He's probably the offlane axe. So let's do some introductions real quick. PQ for Lena on the side of Boreal, KVH on the Zeus, Jeppins on the axe, Pizza Dad 37 on the Sand King, and Angry Testy on the Luna. Lots of former Han players here. Big Bubblegum, the stand-in, playing the Spirit Breaker on the Radiant side. He might get caught. I think they see him. They see him ward too, I believe. Now they know. So they should be able to counter that. I'm fairly certain they saw that ward go down, but there's no sentries up on any of these heroes, although KVH should be going Lightning Bolt at some point in time.
30 seconds.
Meanwhile, Shanks is on the top 5 side with the Enchantress with a weird set. Burning.dd, Burning-DD is going to be on the DK. Shrivel Your Cock, great name, is going to be on the Queen of Pain. And that leaves AJ playing the Witch Doctor. So it is going to be a safe lane quap. Mid lane DK, I think. I believe. And I think that's fine. And then, of course, it's going to leave the Spirit Breaker in the top lane. I don't know. The lanes feel kind of weak from top 5. I will say that much. They don't feel very strong, although that is easily fixable by having ganks from the Enchantress and the Spirit Breaker. Like, if we see, like, a 4-minute charge with, like, a rotation from the jungle from the Enchantress, that could be very, very big. But I'm kind of waiting to see if that's going to be the case. Zeus is going straight bottle. It is going to be KVH man of the Zeus. And he went for a Lightning Bolt. And he also countered this ward. That's very important. But he doesn't have Arc of Lightning. It's going to take a couple of levels to get... It's going to take a couple of kills on the other creeps here to get towards that level. And he's not going to be able to CS either because he gets 9 damage reduction coming out from that level 1 Breathe Fire. It's not great. So, Burning-DD already has a pretty good start on this lane. They throw up a lane ward here to see if Big Bubblegum is doing his thing. He's got 8 tangos and a stout shield, so he'll be fine. I don't expect him to die anytime soon. KVH finally gets the Arc Lightning, and now the Breathe Fire just, it doesn't matter at all. And Burning-DD, like, he's got to be careful. Yeah, he's got the Dragon Blood, but he doesn't have a bottle yet, although it is coming out, so. Bottom lane, Jeppins, Battle Hunger. This hero's still really good, man. I forget the exact changes to the axe. I think it was, like, call cast point was changed. I think, like, counter helix procs were changed in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. He's still good. An Angry Testy up to 7 last hits, unsurprisingly, and they didn't increase anything as far as damage or attack speed is concerned. They gave Luna a base +1 armor, which is not bad. I was trying to be a bit more aggressive. The one thing you have to keep in mind is that you have Shanks in the jungle for top 5, and then for Boreal, you have the Sand King, who's not even level 2 yet, which is kind of a problem. He really needs to get some stacks going. Lena will do that for him. Any other stacks anywhere else that I can see? No. Mud Golems are now not magic immune, so really good stuff. You don't you don't have to be scared. Oh, she gets the double pull, double stack? No, she didn't get that one. That one, not so much. Not that great, unfortunately. Jeppins is going to run at... AJ's going to run at Jeppins, rather, and not much is happening there. Battle Hunger's going to go and wrap around. Pizza Dad looking for big bubblegum. They're going to find him. LSA might go. Yes, they need a Lucent Beam. Even that seems... They needed body blocks. They won't get them. I don't think they can get this kill. Maybe they will. Last right click to charge, but no. First blood. Pizza Dad taking a lot of damage, but PQ gets it done.
This one's going to be a scorcher.
Oh, Pizza Dad saying, I need a second, please. Hello. Guys, can you tell me, is the patch live? Can somebody chat type 1 if the patch is live, type 2 if Kappa? Somebody let me know. I need to know. Because, you know, I don't know what any of this means. Like, Moon Shard? That's part of 6.83, right? Boom. Stream should not be lagging. I'm not dropping any frames. Oh, I dropped 40 frames. I don't know why that happened. That shouldn't happen. Twitch? No, that's probably on me. And that's an issue. Hopefully that is not a problem anymore. I am dropping frames. That's a big issue. Well then. Alright, we're going to hope that it just stays right there. Instead on to KVH. There's the Dragtail. Hellbear Smash comes in, and KVH just gets surrounded. They get an easy kill. What a rotation coming out from the Enchantress. That was a nice gank. Good stuff. Alright, I don't think we're lagging anymore. I don't know what happened there, but we were dropping some frames for a period of time, but not anymore. Look at all this CS coming out for Luna. This is going to be tough to CS out of the tower. 15 last hits. Meanwhile, the Quap down bottom is doing fantastic with 20, and then 17 mid for this DK. This is not an easy lane to CS in. Actually, it is. It is really easy because KVH can't really deny. This is actually like the perfect lane for a DK, honestly. If he was playing against a Shadow Feed, it'd probably be the worst lane, honestly. But it's a really good lane for him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Burning DD having a heck of a time, and KVH is just trying to keep up, man. It's just not happening really. Big Bubblegum is level 2, and he's just sitting here. There's a wave under the tower for Angry Testy. He's missed a couple of CS. This is very difficult to CS with early on a Luna. It is not easy. Honestly, he should be like using Lucent Beam to CS a bit, I think. And he's just not, so. Well, whatever. Level 3 Sandstorm's going to come out pretty soon, or level 2 Sandstorm rather, and then he'll be able to just take some of these stacks. And Big Bubblegum is just going to sit nearby and hope that he can get some help there. Nice, they updated the icon.
Middle tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, jumping in on Jeppins. They're going to use the Battle Hunger. Jeppins is trying to go in on Shrivel, and Shrivel's going to have to back away. And Jeppins will survive. Tranquil's not coming out yet. He has 10 last hits, actually. He's doing very well, but this tower push is coming in. Here we go. It's top 5's time with Shanks. Meanwhile, they get to kill top lane on the Spirit Breaker as I missed that one. They're going to dive bottom again. They're going to go on Jeppins. A chance going through. The right click. The call is going to go in. Jeppins going to get cast, and that'll provide the kill. Here comes PQ. LSA is going to fly. Dragon Slave, Voodoo Restoration. Needed a couple more right clicks, and the stick up will keep him alive. The clarity going through the blink out as well, and Shrivel will make it away. It was a good try from PQ, but it's not enough. Uh-oh, KVH getting dove by Burning DD. KVH in trouble. Now the Dragon Tail comes. There is the Breathe Fire. TP's coming in. Lightning Bolt coming through. Arc Lightning. Breathe Fire. They need the last right click. Zeus Ult. Burning DD. They get the call off, but there's no counter Helix procs. Now they come through. Battle Hunger. He's going to be able to use his stick. He's got a bottle as well. And I don't know if Jeppins gets this kill. He's going to bottle up and he'll stay alive. That was a bit dangerous from Burning DD, but he will stay up and ready to go. KVH is going to get his bottle flying out. Wow, he's so close to dead right now. Oh my god. Where's the Sand King? What's the Sand King doing right now? 1,100 gold. So he's going to stack this up real quick. He'll get some more stacks going. He's got this stack here. This isn't stacked, but still Hellbears are pretty good gold. It's a value. And Angry Testy continues to CS, but same could be said for Shrivel down bottom. It looks like he's going to be at least going treads, although you don't generally go for Gloves of Haste when you're going treads first. Like, you generally get the Belt of Strength. It gives you more in terms of just survivability. But yeah, he's going to get his treads. There it is. Nicely done. 35 last hits to the 30 of the Luna. So a very even start, although this is a Queen of Pain who can do work in the late game, but... And honestly, this is going to be a really good patch for Queen of Pain in the late game, but I think Luna also provides just so much. It's very hard to deal with. KVH gets a regen rune, which is great. He's sitting at 23 last hits. DK is sitting at 36, so DK is having a better time here. Glyph is going to go. There's going to be Shanks diving in, but this tower is gone. There it is. AJ has a ward here. They both have a ward. Light Strike Ray actually misses. They're going to use the enchant, rather the Sonic Wave comes out on a PQ. There's the cast, gets the kill. No, KVH and Angry Testy. Oh, they're getting bounced on with the cast. Zeus ult will go and it'll get the kill. Turns into a 1-for-1. Well, alright. It could have been a lot worse. Pizza Dad heads to lane. He's up to 1,400 gold now. His blink coming soon. Big Bubblegum is just like, I'm trying to get whatever I can, man. He's got 3 last hits. His offlane for Spirit Breaker is trash right now. Let me tell you, it's not great for this top 5 player. Charge. I'll head mid. Just trying to get vision maybe on KVH. He actually, I think, canceled the charge. I believe so. Now they're just gonna, like I said, it's tier 1 after tier 1 coming out for top 5. This is their game plan all along. Dragon Slave TP in, towers low. Nature's Attendants, they won't get the deny off. There's the Sandstorm. LSA onto 2. They can't kill Shanks. Nature's Attendants too good. Look at that heal coming out. It's just level 3. Actually, level 3 is pretty good. They blow up the Sand King. PQ in trouble, gets bashed. And Voodoo Restoration and Nature's Attendants. That heal is so good. How do you deal with it? They just kill 2 people real quick. They're able to back up after getting the tier 1 tower, too. Also, I will say this. I think Silver Edge for DK is a very good item. I think Silver Edge is a very, very, very good item on this hero. The build-up time's kind of rough. It's 5,200, but I think it's still very good. This actually is like, that is DK's item, I'm pretty sure. And if you don't go for Silver Edge, I'd be very surprised. People used to go Shadowblade all the time on this hero, just to get solo kills. And Silver Edge is going to be able to help you do that this game easily. The build-up, like I said, does take a while, but I think it's a really good first item on him. If you're like not planning on going like Armlet or Drum, don't go Armlet on DK. It's not great, I don't think. Even with the buffs, it's not really that good. Which I don't know if it was really buffed. KVH goes for the Arcanes. He's got the bottle as well. No Soul Ring yet, so he's not going Bloodstone, at least not that we know of. So this is a fast start for top 5. Honestly, it's looking really good. 3,000 net worth lead, and experience is about even. He is going to be going Shadowblade, I think. He's got the Claymore. So yeah, this is looking like a Silver Blade. Is it Silver Blade or Silver Edge? Silver Edge. Sorry about that. They'll TP in mid. He's got his ultimate ready. He also bought a Bracer. I'm not a big fan of that, but they're going to smoke top, and Shrivel is going to be up here ready to go with his Sonic Wave up and at the ready. More treads being built by like every hero on the side of top 5. The Enchantress is finally like, oh, I'm going to have money. Yeah, good stuff. Very poor. No Midas. Angry Testy, this is a big kill if they can find it. Jump in. Now there's going to be a Dragon Tail to charge. They use the Sonic Wave. They blow everything. Get the kill, except they don't blow the Elder Dragon for it, but still, that's a lot of damage, and Angry Testy cannot deal with it. Bottom lane, Pizza Dad is trying to get up to his Blink Dagger. He's close, but no cigar there. And the last tier 1 of the game for Boreal is about to fall. So again, This early game aggression from top 5 seems to be working out. Angry Test is now not really getting room to work with. He's 10 minutes into the game and he only has Treads and a Helm of Iron Will. It's not good, man. You need to be at, like, Helm of the Dom at this point in the game, and he's just not there right now.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Shadow Amulet? No, not yet. Burning D is still a while from a Shadow Blade, so. And then, of course, you have to get a full Sange, and then the recipe is very cheap. But the full the Sange is pretty expensive, so. It's going to take him a while before he does get up to the Silver Edge. Jeppins is also not at his blink yet, so no, like, 10-minute blink dagger, no 9-minute blink dagger. Boreal are in not a great spot, honestly. The game progresses this way. They really need some... Oh, God, Pizza Dad, they've got vision. The charge is going to come in. They're going to need Nether Strike. Will they use it? Bash up again for big Bubblegum. Burrow Strike away. He's going to try to TP out. He's actually going to make it. What a Burrow. I think he'll notice the TP here. It's also a double damage here, which is going to grab. He'll ping out. And Shrivel will probably take that. Shrivel going for early Ags. Really great choice. Good item. Big fan. Good stuff. KVH up to 1,500 gold. PQ is just like, I want to live, man. I got a Bracer. No Yules for me. It's not a great game so far for Boreal. Or Boreal. Whatever you want to call him. Pizza Dad, you're 250 gold away, 150 gold away rather, from a Blink Dagger. It's a good choice. It's a good item. They really just see these blinks. These blinks could be so huge for them because they set up a team fight with like Eclipse and stuff like that and Zeusalt. They have so much team fight potential. Nobody's going BKB yet either. So these blinks are so important and they're just not there yet. Good Observer Ward coming out for top 5, getting vision. They lightning bolt. They know that it's there now. Pizza Dad's getting charged. Are they going in on this? Oh, he canceled it. That could have been bad. Jeppins has invis. If they could get everybody in a close proximity here, they could try to go on this, but they're barely keeping this tower up in a float. And tower's gone. It does get denied by Lena. Nicely done. Charge in onto the Zeus. He should stop this, honestly. He does. Chant. Nether Strike goes in. They could call a Sonic Wave. Blows up the Lena. Zeus ult's already gone. Big Bubblegum getting Voodoo Restoration and Nutrition 10. It's now the impetus long range on a Jeppins. That hurts. The Eclipse. Oh, no. That Eclipse. Oh, he missed the Burrow, too. Oh, this is turning horribly for Boreal. Very good fight so far coming out from top 5. And now the Shadow Blade is done for burning DD. Unless he's going... If he's going Battle Fury, I'm gonna hurt myself. I will hurt myself. It's gonna be a Shadow Blade into a Silver Edge probably, though. I'd be very surprised to see anything else. I don't know, this Luna just doesn't... If this was like a Spectre, I feel like this game might be different, but... I don't know, it doesn't... Maybe not. Jeppins is going to be able to get his blink off the back end of this, which is huge, assuming he doesn't die, which is a bold assumption at this point. Now, let's say stuns the little ancient things. There's the Shadow Blade. Silver Edge, man, I'm telling you. It's the future of the DK. Whoa, he's going in. They should have seen this, though, with the Observer Ward. Sentry's there as well. And he's just going to take this. LSA. Epicenter getting used. Nature's Tenants. They got a Burrow. They're going to find a kill. They might find 2. They might find 3. AJ LSA. This was not the fight. Huge bait coming out from Boreal. Not only will they take the Enchantress, they'll take 2 others as well, and the creeps. And that gets Jeppins' Blink Dagger. What a huge turn. Big fight coming out. That's exactly what they needed. 1,700 gold at 15 minutes into the game. This isn't 6.83, folks, but that seems like a rubber band if I've ever seen one. Steps right back down. That's a pretty good start. PQ is going to get charged real quick. Shrivel's ready to jump in as well, and Shadow Strike's going to fly, and PQ is just... I mean, he could have just soloed it, honestly. Lucent Beam will go, and that's a kill. Jump in, Blink, Burrow Strikes. There's going to be big Bubblegum. Nether Strike's gonna go, and they will not be able to get it off. Sonic Wave flies through. Shrivel in trouble. The cask gonna fly out onto Zeus. Jeppins! Oh, he was gonna jump in, and Testy. The cask bouncing in. What a good ability. Cask has done work this game. Burning DD looking to jump through as well with the Shadow Blade, but he's gonna have to back off. It's gonna dissipate soon. Zeus heading to Yule's, by the way. That's his next item. We're at 16 minutes in. I feel like if this game goes 30, top 5 might be in trouble. Is that a Yasha? No, it's just an Ogre Club now and an Aquila for Anger Testy. It's just the slow but methodical build up towards his next couple of items, which he's actually... This is one of the very few times within the past, like, 3 patches I've seen people go BKB first. But you kind of have to. I mean, your team wants to team fight because look how many team fight heroes they have in their lineup. And then you have a Luna who's like, I want to right click, but I just can't get there yet. She could have helmet domed that Alpha Wolf. That's fine either way. So there is now still a 2,000 net worth lead for top 5, but they just haven't really... They tried, like... And by the way, this is with, like... There's still so many tier 1 towers available here. In fact, all of them are available for Boreal. Like, and there's no tier 1 towers available for top 5 to take. They only have 2 tier 2s left. So this is only... This 1.5k net worth lead comes from towers, essentially. And that's huge. That's significant, because that's saying otherwise this game would be even, if not for the towers. Shanks and crew are going to smoke up. They're going to head to the Roche Pit, it looks like. They have drawn a line. They are going to actually look for somebody, and this could be a big kill. The PQ is not the ideal target. Oh, that Zeus ult, though. Oh, my God, what perfect timing. Jeppins actually needs to back up now, immediately, and he will. But this is going to be that top 5 are going to head into the Roche Pit, and... This is perfect timing. This is what they needed to do. They have to get somebody over there to scout this out, but they can't. There's just nobody. I think they know now, and this Roche is not going nearly fast enough. Like, a DK is not a great Roche item. Oh, they enchant the Hellbear. They know now that somebody's in there. And this is not good coming out for top 5. They need to get out, I think. They can't really take this. They'll see Lena come over with the Observer Ward. They need to get some vision in here, though. That'll do it. Epicenter's gonna go. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Oh, they will get 1. They'll get 2. They'll jump in. It comes down flying through the Lucid Beam. Burning DD gets a haste run as well. Shanks is left out alone. They need a blink, though, and Shanks probably is gonna die. Meanwhile, the backside Laguna Blade. They found big bubblegum blinked. Sonic Wave's not there, but they do get the scream off and Tribble in trouble. He's gonna fall. He got too greedy. They all surround PQ after he goes down. Turns into a 3-for-1. Lucid Beam. Jeppin's looking to jump in. He can't though. Blink's not there for another second or 2. And Boreal take the fight. Back in it. Another 1,400 gold swing. They lose the Lena, but they get so much gold for the Zeus as well as the Luna. That's very important. Getting closer and closer to that BKB. You get that BKB, now you can start farming safely across the map. Start pushing out lanes that maybe people weren't expecting you to push out. Suddenly you get up to your Yasha, to your Manta style, to whatever else you're going for, and boom, you're in a good spot. You contrast this game to the last game where every hero was going for like a new item, and there's not much really being built here that's like super crazy, you know? Like, and maybe Silver Edge from the DK, and that might be good enough. He is going to be going for the Silver Edge, like I was talking about earlier. But he's not there yet. He needs the 600 Sanj recipe, then he needs a 350 Silver Edge recipe. So, it's getting closer, but not quite there yet. I think it's 600 for Sanj. Yeah. They got some heavy gallops going on right now. They're looking to try to take Roche again. Nope, they draw this line. Heading towards the secret shop of Boreal. The Shadow Blade will lead the way. This is not looking great. PQ and KVH trying to get out. There's the lightning bolt. Now the cask. Oh, God, this is going to kill both of them. Death Ward's gonna fly through. The call comes out, but look at that Death Ward on a PQ. They get the Laguna Blade shanks. The call, the slam down, the Zeus ult. Jeff is trying to go on Birdie DD. The cast is still going through. The Dragon Tail, the chop not coming in. Now Angry Testy is left alone. Lucifer comes out. Burrow on to 3. The glaze, the right click. What a Burrow strike for Pizza Dad. He's looking for more. A team wipe coming out. Top 5 just gave everything over. They gave absolutely everything to Boreal. What a Burrow strike for Pizza Dad. 37. Remember that number, folks. He's going to be a legend. KVH. KVH. Oh, my God. And now you look at the graph, and Boreal are still looking for their tier 1 towers. But eventually, they're going to get so strong with this Luda that it's going to be impossible to deal with. They can try to make it over to Roche, but Angry Testy with his double damage rune is taking it down little by little. And there it goes. Roche is going to fall. And that's the Aegis for Angry Testy. And that's a full BKB, I think, yes. Not only is that a full BKB, but that's an extra... No, okay, he just bought the recipe. My bad. Sorry about that. Silver Edge still not there. He should have bought a Sanj, why didn't he? He had the money for it. Am I insane? And suddenly, Angry Testy is now the top in net worth here. What was once a pretty disastrous early game for Boreal has turned right around. But Angry Testy still doesn't have really any right click. He's like Treads and a Helm of the Dom and a Yasha, or not a Yasha, rather, a Aquila. So you need that Manta, you need that Butterfly, you even need that Satanic a little bit later, and then you're good to go with BKB already purchased up. Like, that's like the biggest chore for a Luna, honestly, is getting your BKB. And the problem with getting BKB first is that it takes so long to farm your other items. Like, as soon as you get the Yasha and Manta coming out, like, boom, your farm increases exponentially as a Luna. But that's just, like, it's so annoying. Blink Call, they're going to find AJ. He was putting a ward down, or trying to. And he's just dead. He actually dies to a caustic finale from the Sand King. So, not great for AJ. Didn't even get that ward off, no. They threw a sentry up, so like they knew that he was trying to ward there, but they killed him before he did it. And there's only so this ward helps that there's only one reason to actually like head in here and ward up. So they didn't smoke into the pit. They just kind of walked in with AJ and he's like, I'm gonna just kill myself, I guess. And that's pretty much what you're saying when you walk in like that without a smoke to see when you're trying to ward aggressively. You're pretty much saying I just want to die.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The Luna will get the tier 1 tower now. Finally, some tower gold going their way. PQ was in a really precarious position just a moment ago. Sonic wave to blow up a creep wave, but won't be used in a fight now if one does break out. At least that top 5's Burning DD is doing a really good job split pushing. And he will stay here. Is he not going to finish? Just you have to buy the recipe, dude. It's 350. Is he going to transition? He's transitioning to BKB. He's transitioning to BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's going right to... He was going to go Silver Edge, and he's like, no, I need a BKB now. So he's going to keep the Belt of Strength. He's going to get the BKB within like 1,000-ish gold. So... interesting choice. I don't think it's the wrong choice. But if you get called, it's not going to matter anyways. Although Lightning Bolt has been wrecking him. Burrow Strike has been wrecking them. Oh, they see him. But what will they do? He's gonna just charge away. He can. Loose Beam is gonna go, and uh-oh, he's in trouble. Eclipse is gonna fly, and the Zeus ult to try to snipe, but not there. Other item.
Radiant's top tower is under
now the
attack.
next tier 1's gonna go down.
Radiant structures
Dream
are
is
fortified.
real for Boreal. 24 minutes into the game, they've come back strong.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
There's not enough new items, folks. That's what we're missing here on both sides. Anybody building anything new, especially after the Silver Edge is going to get put to the wayside here. 0 new items. Oh well. I don't know if anyone's ever going to build Solar Crest. Seems pretty good, but... Angry Testy's gonna get jumped on. He does have. Oh, Deathboard's gonna fly. He's in trouble. They're gonna actually use this. Aegis. That was not bad. Length could come in. It's going to be on to 2, maybe 3. It's on to 3. They popped the BKB for Angry Testy. 1 down. They missed the second jump. Nature's attendants, they're going to jump in onto PQ. They get Shrivel as well. They're looking for him. The Yule's up now onto Burning DD. Look at that cast going through. Burrow Strike does get the kill, but now on the backside, Jeppets is going to fall. It turns into a 3-for-1. That fight could have been better. It was kind of spread out for Boreal. Still, nonetheless, it is going to be them. Still going in, looking for more. AJ, oh, just off the mark. That means that Angry Testy will go back towards the Tier 2 tower and look to claim their first Tier 2 of the game. And with that, Shrivel has had a rough time. They really need BKBs. Pizza Dad's going to TP back home to get some more farm. Angry Testy will pick up the last hit on that tower. Build a Yasha easy, no problem. BKB finally done for the DK. He's getting closer and closer to that Silver Edge, but the problem with Silver Edge, or rather, I guess Shadowblade, I haven't really talked much about Silver Edge. The problem with like Shadowblade is early on in the game, you want to rotate and get solo kills with it. Silver Edge can do the same thing, but as you lose map control, that becomes harder and harder to do. So I think it's a bit tough coming out for Burning DD. I don't know if he finishes up the Silver Edge. I think he should, because I think that item is great on this hero, but he's going to need a little bit more. He might just have to like go into, late game kind of DK mode, which is, get maybe a Daedalus, an Assault Cross. There's a lot of items you can grab on that hero that makes your late game pretty significant, and you're also super tanky too. Maybe you can even go like a Satanic if you want. It's up to you. And so Angry Testy doesn't really need to worry about that. He just needs to worry about right-clicking as much as possible. Now there's an Ags up on the Zeus as well. And I think the Octarine Core is probably the next item, although, yeah, I don't know. He didn't go for the Bloodstone. He doesn't need the Bloodstone. Octarine Core seems pretty good right now. It's a really good item. He could go Refresher too later on down the road. The new Refresher, which they changed to Perseverance, in that recipe, I think. This is very cool. They still haven't added like an equivalent to Sanj and Yasha though, which is kind of sad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Doesn't exist.
Double damage.
Someday, Valve. I hope you do. That'd be really cool. Roche is up in. We don't know. It's gonna take some time for us to figure that out. Smoke up. They're gonna wrap onto Burning DD, who's putting pressure on the Tier 2 mid. Shadowblade's away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gotta be careful.
Radiant's
Angry Testy gets ensnared up. He also has a double damage rune. That's frightening as all hell. Zeus ult. They actually just wanted vision. They get Shrivel, but he almost got called, and he was able to get away somehow. I don't know how he did, but he was able to get out.
I'll take your tribute.
Does anyone get a build Lotus Orb this game? Can you put Lotus Orb on magic immune allies? I think you can't. Wow, what a call coming out on a big bubblegum. Lucid Beam and, of course, the Burrow Strike. And they just chop him down. Nice bit of gold coming out, especially for the Axe. And maybe they could try to push into the Tier 2 now with him down for 38 seconds. There's no real threat. Lots of wards coming out of the jungle here, so they know the movements currently of Boreal, but I think top 5 are in a real bad spot. I think this Tier 2 is probably... Oh, Shanks. Shanks is in trouble. Epicenter goes just to secure that kill, and that's fair because, of course, untouchable, which he didn't level up, by the way. Not great. I guess he's more concerned about magic damage.
Middle tower
Did he go stats? He went 3 points in stats? 3 points in stats Enchantress with mech? I feel like he did that and he's like, this isn't working out. I need to go support Enchantress. That's so strange. Either way, I feel him. I understand the struggles that it is to support Enchantress. But Zeal's up for Sand King, and I just think top 5 now are... The lead is plummeted. They had this small minor lead, and then Boreal's like, yeah, I don't think so. Chat's like, you didn't go Octarine Core, Zeus. Come on, man. Yeah, I can't argue with you. I don't really know builds now that Octarine Core is in the game. I don't think anybody's really settled in on the exact. And the thing with Zeus is that builds differ from game to game. Even in the same position, nobody went for the same build. Even the same person would go a different build 2 games in a row. he would go one build, one game. He'd go like Bloodstone first. The next game, he'd like go like Eels first and stuff like that. So Zeus is a hero that has a really, really like high skill cap when it comes to deciding what you're going to do as far as builds. But they're going to get smoked on here. KVH is in a lot of trouble. The charge on a Jeppins as well. Zeus ult not going to get off. KVH in trouble. Sonic Wave, they actually bash Jeppins onto the cliff. This is a problem. Eclipse is going to go, and Angry Testy is going to have to do this on his own. AJ is done. They're going to jump in. Big Bubblegum in trouble. Laguna Blade will take him down. They have no epicenter. Angry Testy in trouble now. Left out to dry. They'll force him out, but now he's going to try to fight this. And he's going to go down, it looks like. Angry Testy's going to fall. Almost gets shanked. The Illusion will not be able to do enough damage there. Turns into a 3 for 2. He does have buyback. Pizza Dad looking to blink Burrow, but he's actually got no blink. They get the gem that burrows up the LSA. Not nearly enough damage, and I think PQ is probably dead. And Pizza Dad will be the sole survivor for Boreal. Nice fight from top 5. Brittany Didi gets his triple. His Silver Edge doing a lot of the damage there. That was an excellent fight from top 5, and you could see the results of the fight in the net worth graph. Pizza Dad is like, I want to kill Shrivel, and he's going in. Oh! Oh no! Oh no!
I am so grateful.
Wow, Shrivel knew, man. That battle hunger hurts, though, you can tell.
Dire's middle tower is under
Epicenter
attack.
now down. Luna's back up. She like needs a butterfly to be able to fight like that, I think. Jeppin's getting caught out as the worst possible thing. KVH dying's not awful. If he gets his Zeus ult off, then it doesn't even matter. I mean, it kind of matters because the amount of damage you can pump out with the Zeus is pretty big, but it's really Jeppins that needs to stay alive. He needs to control the fight with the blink calls. Otherwise, the fight might not go as well. Like, the Burrow Strix came in, but the BKBs were there from the DK as well as the Queen of Pain, so... Close fight, close fight. And that actually gets a lot for top 5. Like, it was a 14,000 net worth. It's up to like 8,000. They almost have that lead. Leon Black will take down the Hellbear Smasher in the Roche Pit. Angry Testy will probably try to take this. They want to get a pick, I think, before they hit into the Roaster, which is fine. They get a nice Observer Ward up as well, which is huge. Do they have smokes on the Radiant side? That's the most important thing, I think. They're out, but do they have them on there? Anybody? No, they're out. They're completely out of smokes right now. This is the worst possible time to be out of smokes, unless they used one. They didn't. Charge is coming in on a Pizza Dad. He will see him. He's going to use himself. And Big Bubblegum is like, I don't think I should have done this. And he's just dead. That's just it, man. That was the pick they were looking for. They'll smoke back into the Roche, or no, they're going to smoke wraparound. Blink Burrow onto 2. They need to hit this LSA, though. And they're going to miss it. Blink Call onto 1. Cast coming in. Eclipse is going to go through. Angry Testy. BKB's going to go. They Yule's up immediately. The Death Warded Witch Doctor. KVH in trouble. Not going to get his ult off. And all of a sudden, this fight not looking great. Epicenter going to get channeled. They'll burrow in. And now Pizza Dad will finish it off. Laguna Blade comes in. It's PQ and Pizza Dad against the world. Rather against Shanks. LSA misses. Pizza Dad going toe-to-toe. They have enough for a Burrow. Is he going to use it? Is it enough damage, though? I don't think so. It's too slow attack speed. The Sandstorm! Oh, 23 HP. It turns into a 4 for 4. Oh, the Caustic Finale! The Caustic Finale. Are you kidding me? How does that happen?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh my god, the Caustic Finale range. Yules yourself? Yules him? Nice. Good Yules. Not a great fight coming out from Boreal. Any trade is a good trade for top 5 at this point. Pizza Dad's like, yeah, I got him a lot of money, but that's good, but BKBs, and really it's just Jeppin's not getting a great call, and of course the Zeus getting focused down so hard. He can't survive in these engagements, it feels like.
Is under attack.
And so how much has Luna really farmed over the past, like, 5 minutes? Her GPM's gonna be, yeah, it's really, really bad now. Because, like, they've been fighting too much and she's died twice. And when you die twice when you're, like, level 19 and you have this much net worth, it's like, you take forever to respawn. And you're just not getting as much done as you really should. And, like, at one point she had, like, 2,000 gold and it's just gone now, so... Smoke up. Angry Tested will lead the way. Boreal's going to look for a chance. AJ's going to get jumped on. Zeus ult to get vision to stop Blink Daggers initiating. Now the Blade Mill goes. Angry Testy right-clicking, burning DD. Big Bubblegum's going to get Yules up. Jeppin's already pretty low. Angry Testy now getting focused down. Angry Testy is in trouble. Now the call-in, but Shrivel is just going to work. Epicenter going to finish off 3. Now they're going to look for more with Shrivel. Now Shakes is going to fall as well. Oh, so much emphasis is put on this Luna that everyone else from top 5 just goes to work, goes to town, and gets it done. That micro, though. The sets our Conqueror. There we go. Well played. Top 5, they had one good fight, and then boom, right back down it goes. So where do we go from here, really? Wow, that is 3k gold for Alina. Buy an item. Get your Ags. Buy a point booster. Buy anything would be great.
Dire's top tower.
Please get
is
Aghanim
under
Scepter.
attack.
It's still so good. Luna's finally back alive. She's just like, I've been sitting on this same item for like 10 minutes. Can I just farm the jungle for about a year? The answer to that question is probably. He needs like... is it Butterfly next, probably? I get, or Satanic. He does, I think, enough damage, but I think Butterfly's probably good because he's had a lot of trouble just like surviving the right clicks. Like, he has BKB as magic immunity, so it's already down to 6 seconds too, which is awful. That's not good. Like, I think Butterfly is the next necessary item here for him. And a smoke coming up from top 5. Let's see if they can get another great initiation like they did in the top jungle. That could be huge. Shadowblade up. Silver Edge up, excuse me. And Boreal seemed to know something's up here. And PQ's going to dangle out in front of this tier 1 tower to bait it. Perhaps? Maybe not. AJ burning DD. Everybody backing up. Angry Testing looking for something. They won't find it. Silver Ward's going to come out. They should lightning bolt this. They won't, though. KBH is just kind of sitting here waiting. Dude, you have 4.2k gold. Buy something. Like, okay, thank you. What did he just buy? Like, a full Ags. He's going to have a full Aghanim Scepter. That's huge. Oh my god, this DK. Like, he's got a lot of health, but that's going to take a big chunk out of it. He's going to be going for that Assault Thrust like I talked about, which I think is a very good item this game. And then maybe, like, Daedalus later, and, like, maybe Scotty or Satanic or something, which I think is fine. Go ahead and Roche. Angry Tessie doesn't do the most damage in the world. He is going to go for that Talisman of Evasion, so it is the Butterfly as expected. It's not a huge surprise. Is anybody going anything else? Anything, like, super exciting, like a Glimmer Cape? I think it's Glimmer Cape. Maybe I'm wrong. Glimmer Cape, Lotus Orb. Anything. Nothing. Boring. Where's our Octarine? We don't have it, man. I think Zeus is going Refresher.
Sean has fallen to the Dire.
Let me pick up that Aquila for you. Age is now done for the Luna. She's very far away from the Eagle Song. Although they have decreased the cost of the Eagle Song, which is nice. It's like 3,200 now instead of 3,300. That's really good. So 100 less gold to get to the Eagle Song. But of course, you also need the Quarterstaff. Lots of vision here for top 5. They're moving together as a team, and I guess Boreal are doing the same. I don't really know if Assault Thrust is the answer, to be honest. Like, I think your team needs like magic resistance or immunity or something. How many times are you going to die to an Epicenter or LSA Dragon Slave combo or Zeus ults? I think that a cloak and a pipe. So okay, good. Streetbreaker has the cloak, but you need the pipe, man. It's going to be a while before it builds that item too. You could either go Glimmer Cape to keep up like your DK alive if you wanted to. I think that would be fine. Maybe even your Queen of Pain. I think Glimmer Cape is a good item in that regard. But as it stands right now, top 5 are not in the best spot. They were in a worse spot. They were getting pushed into their tier 3 tower, and they were able to fend it off for the most part. They're still down 1,200 gold, 12,000 rather. 1,200 is not much, 12,000 is a lot. That's a BKB for Jeppins, which is a huge item. Shanks has almost got his Ags, and maybe he could turn into that right-click carry that they need. Anybody else would just be huge. Like, oh, Ag Scepter for Pizza Dad, which I haven't talked about yet. PQ has his, KBH has his, Shrivel has his. It's the Agadim Scepter. It almost feels like in like another patch, like everyone's gonna have Ags in like every game. Call misses, Laguna Blade will go, Nature's Attendants, LSA does hit, Chop comes out, BKB going in, Shrivel, they're gonna hex up Jeppins as well, but it does nothing. So a couple of BKBs for a kill onto Shanks, that's pretty nice. Shanks doesn't have a buyback because he just went full into the Agatims. He doesn't even have it yet. That's so bad. That's really, really unfortunate. He's down for 50 seconds. And they'll try to push with Aegis. I'd honestly send out his Eagle Song right now. Like, I'd wait for him to get the Eagle Song before pushing high ground. I don't really want him to lose that much money. An Angry Tessie will go to work on the tier 3 tower. The Glyph's going to go. The cast. There's the Blink Burrow onto AJ. Force out, actually, to Pizza Dad is playing on point. Burning Deity's going to breathe fire. It's actually going to reduce some of the damage, which is actually a lot. What is the reduction at level 4? 35%. Sonic Wave to blow up a Creep Wave, and they're just trying any way possible to make sure this game stays even. At least in terms of towers and buildings and structures.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
Aegis is
tower
gone in
is
2
under
minutes.
attack.
Eagle Song is available to be purchased. They're going to rotate mid, push in mid, and then try to split it up a little bit. They don't really have right-click mid, so... Backs away from the Breathe Fire. He actually avoided it.
Dire's bottom tower is under
He's got to send his
attack.
Manta Illusions in. They're just... They can't push. Their tier 3 is
Dire's
getting
structures
assaulted bottom.
are fortified.
Tier 3 bottom is taking more damage than tier 3 top, honestly.
Where are you going?
Nice and Shan on the illusion. So I think for Boreal, they probably need to wait for another Roche and then try to go in. Again, it's not 6.83 where one fight will turn everything around, but it is going to take... I mean, even one fight will do a lot of work for you for top 5, but I think they need a couple more. Zeusol comes out just to scout. That does a lot of damage to AJ. Let's actually back up Shrivel as well. Takes a big chunk. I feel as though KBH is going to have his refresher soon. 1750. The total cost being 5,300. And the recipe's, I think, the most expensive part. Did he buy a recipe? He did, okay. So he could buy the full refresher now, and I think he might. He actually, no, he can't. He has to buy one Perseverance first. He'll be very close, but he's not there yet. I thought he had like a Perseverance, but it's the Void Stone that he has, not the Purse. Full Butterfly, just about done for Angry Testy. But the Aegis is about to expire in about 30 to 40 seconds. Maybe more than that. Ooh. They could just wait until Angry Testy's like 6 slotted and then try to go to work. And then there's no real way they can defend their tier 3 tower, I think. I feel like every time I look at Boreal, they're just so rich. They have all of this money. And even with the Midas, top 5 are struggling to get scraps off the map here. Ags for Enchantress is coming out at some point here in this game, but it's not there yet. There's the Zeusol coming through.
My sprites are with us.
Alright, Butterfly's done. And since there's no racks taken, they can't really afford to like push in without Aegis. They really have to wait for Roche, but it's going to be a long time before we get there. It's 45 minutes into the game. It's 21 to 34. And Boreal are playing very cautious. I won't say too cautious, but they're playing very cautious. They really just either wait for buyback for the Luna or wait for Roche, which is just so far from now. And Shrivel is just going to have to blink away. Has that Hex up, but Refresher might be the next item for the Queen of Pain. I've also seen like other items like Shivas and stuff, but PQ's getting charged, and it looks like top 5 are going to try to force this. So they were for a moment, but
Quick sprint.
nah. Big is going to be able to get out, it looks like. And finally, the Enchantress gets her Aghanim Scepter. This does Pierce Magic Immunity, and the distance damage of 25% plus your impetus damage is pretty huge at this point of the game. Although there is no MKB, so that's kind of an issue. So. Sonic Wave, the Creep Wave, and that's it. Back up. Angry Testy still looking for a farm. They've actually, as a carry, they haven't given him that much priority in the jungle. They're giving so much more to the rest of their team. But that gives them so much room to work with. You look at Boreal's net worth across the board, and they just have so much more than everybody else. And also, KVH is looking to get buyback, too. It's going to be a long time, I think, before Boreal push in. I mean, they probably could, and they could just win the game outright. Buyback status is not there for anybody in this game currently. But there's really just... there's no reason to chance it if you're Boreal. Like, one bad push, and then you're dead for like 100 seconds on your Luna, and like everybody else. And yeah, they have to go through tier 2 towers. And yeah, your creepers are pushing in. But it's not like you have a Rax advantage. Are we going to see them push in? Are we going to see them take Roche? Roche is up in... Let's find out, folks. Give me your best bet. I'm going to say it's going to be up at 8:30. I was close. It's 9 minutes. 9:07. I think it was 9:08 or 9:07. It's 30 seconds off. 30 seconds is nothing, though. So very early Roche. That's huge for Boreal. And if you're top 5, do you, like, decide to smoke up? Do you decide to head out of your base? What do you do? Like, you don't have the items to fight. I think you need, like, Witch Doctor ult, Ags ult, and you still need a pipe. But not as much anymore. Sulcuros is up for Burning DD. So that's a big item. Shrivel is going to be going for the Refresher, it looks like. So that'll take some time to build. But it looks like they know. They know Roche is up, and they're going to try to push out the waves. They're going to TP mid. There's no smoke on anybody that I could see. I think there's one coming on the curve. Just a TP, actually. They don't have a smoke anywhere. They're just going to, I think, run out, maybe? But here's Roche respawning within the next couple of seconds. And they don't have... They should send that Ogre Frostbite in. Well, they should also get the tier 2 bottom. Look at all these range creeps going to work. Oh my god. Dragon Slave. Finish off this tower. Yeah, the Ogre, rather, the Hellbear is going to go scout from the Radiant side. The Radiant team will know that it's up. But they have no way of accessing it. And everybody's TPing top now that Shrivel's going in. Oh, can they take this out from underneath Boreal? The smoke, maybe. It's possible. No, not anymore. Oh, the double Zeus ult comes out. And AJ just barely survives. That point booster saving him. That was ridiculous. Top lane, they're going on Shrivel. They're going to get the kill. The Burrow came out with the LSA. She stayed way too long. Pizza Dad. No buyback for Shrivel. Oh, no. And now the buyback is there for Boreal. They even get a blink up on the Lena, too. Angry Testy's going to grab probably Satanic next. And then whatever item he wants to finish the game off. PQ bots is in. Get Roche, they'll get the Aegis, they'll get the cheese for KVH. Refresher's down, maybe they wait for that. He's also got not that much health. He had a regenerate, I was about to lose it, but no. Boreal have absolutely no reason to push it, not to push it now. Oh, he got, what is that? Lotus Orb. Lotus Orb for Jeppins. There it is. The first big new item, besides, I think, Silver Edge. So that's going to fly out. Lotus Orb will be available to put on Angry Testy. There's a Satanic also flying out pretty soon. I don't know if he has enough for it. No, not yet. It is the recipe, at least. He's getting close.
Haste!
I think maybe they wait Satanic and then go. So 50 minutes into the game. It doesn't feel like a 50-minute game. We've really slowed down over the last, like, you could see the last 20 minutes or so has been nothingness. Like, there were fights all up until that point. And top 5 have now been, like, forced to play Boreal's game. PQ's got a TP top. Push that wave out. Nicely done. And it looks like the HUD top. Angry Tessie's going to send out his Satanic as well. It's go time. It is absolutely go. There is no reason to stop now. It's time to push it and time to get going. Zeus refuses to get an Octarine core. Maybe someday. Pizza Dad will bots in, and Mensa will just clean this up. And the glyph, glaives, all that stuff is being thrown out. Lotus Orb now up on an Angry Test. Lucid Beam's going to go through the duration and downtime on that thing. They're going to jump in. BKB, Burrow Strike goes. Sonic Wave hits onto Jeppin's call. Misses. Angry Test, he's about to... He actually Satanic. That was maybe a huge mistake. Big is just making so much space. And Jeppin is dead now, too. Angry Tessie jumping back in. Buyback out from, of course, the Spirit Breaker. Angry Tessie with no Satanic, with Shanks getting right click. Now the SP. Burning DD is down. He's going to have to buy back. Big dies back. Now the impetus damage. Yule Scepter, Shanks getting glaved up. They take the melee racks. They got to get more and get out. It looks like they will do just that. They won't hit the range too much longer. They're going to leave. They don't want anything else to do with this. That was really poorly played from Boreal, but it actually turned out very okay. That's as best as I can describe it. Burrow onto Burning DD, and if they kill him, that is a problem. Refresher, Zeusol comes out, the Lightning Bolt, they get the kill. That's a dieback, and Angry Tessie going to work on the racks. KVH gets the double. They actually take down AJ as well, and that's GG. KVH eats the cheese, and he's going to just TP out, and that's it. Game 1 is going to be going to the side. Boreal. Nicely played. Top 5, good early game aggression, but the Luna comes through in the end, and more so than anything, Pizza Dad had just the best game I've ever seen on a Sand King in a long time. So with that, Game 2 is going to be coming up soon. And not much else to say, folks. Thanks for joining us here on Canada Cup. Make sure you check us out at Dota2.ca, www.dota2.ca, at Dota2 Canada. Check me out, of course, at MottDota. My name's Mott. Find me over on Twitter. And yeah, we'll jump into Game 2 in just a second. Stick around, guys.